Hello, buddy. Come on, mate. Do you want us to have a quick chat with you, gents?
Oh, what? Sorry, I thought you meant park. Do you want to park down there when you're not walking road?
No, it's okay. It's only a service road, mate. So if anyone comes, I'll move the car. Basically, what it is, we've had a log come through.
What's happening? Go on.
Yeah, just let me explain. I'll explain. So we've had a log come through. Lads in balaclavas, outside the business here, not letting people go in and out of the business.
Rubbish.
Is that what it is? Rubbish. Okay.
Rubbish. We've got it all on film and we've only been here 10 minutes, mate.
So no worries. I appreciate you all coming over, stopping and talking to me. Can I just ask what's with all the cameras and what are you doing today? What's up?
Just making a video.
Making a video?
Yeah, we're covering a little story what happened in this area.
Oh, okay. What's the story?
Not just at the used car place.
Yeah.
Central reservation from then over here and down in this bit of area. That's just a story we're covering.
So what's the story about?
We'll keep it brief. We're doing citizen journalism.
Welcome back to the channel, and buckle in because today's courtroom drama isn't happening inside a courtroom. It's happening on the streets, where a group of citizen journalists clash with a business and the police get caught right in the middle. At first glance, it looks like a simple misunderstanding. A few guys filming outside, police casually stopping for a chat. But quickly, the story spirals into accusations of false police reports, heated confrontations, and a stunning revelation that flips the entire situation on its head. Why would a business call in a fabricated obstruction? What really went down 2 weeks ago that has people so on edge? And most importantly,
Covering a story, something happened 2 weeks ago, and we're here to cover that. We're here to raise awareness of what went right, what went wrong.
Was that a car crash?
No, not a car crash. So the false report of 5 individuals obstructing a business, a false report. Anything you want to do about that? Because that's a lie.
Well, I can have a conversation with them about it. Like I've said, I'm passing. Let me talk. I'm passing. My radio operator said we've got a call come through in this location. This is all we've got. It's all the information I've got, and I saw you on hand, so I stopped you and had a conversation.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
the
mate.
other week when they were chasing the guy, did they call the police in when they were chasing him?
Say that again.
When they were chasing the other auditor on his own, did they ring you to say we're just chasing him to catch him?
No, you're not aware of the event. He's not aware of the event.
Can I just say,
You don't know about
you've just mentioned auditors. I didn't even know anything about auditors. You've brought that to my attention. I don't know exactly what you're talking about here.
I'm talking about one guy that.
Okay, and did he report it?
Yeah, he reported it.
Well, it's probably formally being investigated.
What it'll be is it'll be being investigated. So obviously you might not know anything about that. Just because you're police down here, don't mean you know everything.
Yeah.
But somebody was attacked. Okay.
Just 2 seconds, mate. Stand by, just having a conversation.
Somebody was attacked for no reason. The car drove onto the central reservation. Tried to run him over. Then they chased him across the road, over some fences, at a railway track and the self-storage unit. All we've done is come down to cover a story about that. We've had a little look at the garage. Then we've just had a bit of a look round here and then come down here. So, in all honesty, officer, I can't understand why they're from the police.
Look, so
because we're not here.
What's been said is males in balaclavas outside of a shop and people. Yeah, but he's got balaclava, you've got balaclava. I know you have
2 out of 5.
Can you appreciate that there is 2 people there? That's all the information I've got. Come on.
2 out of 5 have got balaclavas. There was no obstruction of the business. So, because we're covering a story about how they've behaved, what you've just said, that piece of information.
the truth here, the business, the police, or the auditors with cameras rolling. Stick around, because this case has layers of tension, hypocrisy, and high-stakes drama, and by the end, you'll be the one deciding who's really in the wrong. Notice what just happened. Within seconds, the officer relays that a log came in, reporting masked men in balaclavas blocking a business. That paints a picture of intimidation, maybe even criminality. But the auditors respond instantly. Rubbish. We've only been here 10 minutes. This is where the drama starts. One side frames it as a hostile blockade. The other says
We'll be doing it.
I will go over and have a conversation.
No, we will also be going over.
But what I will advise you on, if you go over there and there is some form of altercation between the 2 of you, whether it be verbal or not, and there's a breach of the peace, you will be asked to you will be removed from the premises. You will be asked to leave.
We haven't got it.
That's very reasonable.
And I hope you know you've stopped here. You've spoken to
What's
me.
your number?
I'm 25123. PC Deary, Section Police Station. I appreciate you stopping and talking to me.
You've been quite professional. I didn't have to stand and talk to you, but I'm a nice guy. We're not here for anything nefarious. It's literally we're YouTubers covering this story.
And I get that. In the day, if one of your friends if that's what's happened to one of your friends, of course you're going to recover something like that. And like your colleague, like your friend said,
I'll just
you
tell you
are
something,
journalists, citizen journalists. I get that.
I'll just tell you something.
Yeah.
Because you seem to be under maybe a misapprehension. So it's not a friend of ours. It's not even a colleague. It's just a fellow YouTuber.
Okay.
It's not asked us to come here in any way, shape or form. So we're not jeopardising any ongoing cases or anything like that. It's not asked us to come.
Seen it on YouTube.
We've just seen it and decided to come down.
I haven't. I've only come here to stop. We just have a conversation about what it's all about. And you stopped here. You pleasantly told me why you're here, which is the fair enough comment. You know, I've got no obstruction. You're in a public place. You're free to record. Do you know what I mean?
Considering the allegation, would it be possible to get the reference number for the call?
Yeah, do you have a cab
so
number?
we can actually.
Yeah, if we get
the log number, so we can.
That'd be good if you had the cab number.
Make a complaint if we need to.
And whilst you're doing that, imagine a phone call going into your call handler saying there's 5 guys filming the business, right?
Yeah.
Can police attend? The call handler would say no, there's no crime. Why would we attend that? However, if they say they're obstructing our gate, they're stopping us from working, would the
video shoot? Ask yourself, if you were the officer, which story would you believe first? And more importantly, how often do false reports waste emergency services time, shifting suspicion onto innocent people just holding cameras? Here comes a crucial moment. The auditors reveal that someone was allegedly attacked weeks ago, chased, almost run over, and pursued across fences and rail tracks. This isn't just casual filming anymore. Suddenly, we're talking about violence, reckless endangerment, and a potential pattern of intimidation from the business.
No, the camera has not stopped rolling.
We didn't stand and we didn't obstruct. They came out and
so they would also like you to tell them on camera what you're going to do about that.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to go speak to the business over there. Like I've said, all we've had is a call come through, males in balaclavas, obstructing people in the business. So I've come round here and I've only heard one side of the story. There's 2 sides of the story.
Yeah.
So I will then go and speak to the business owners, the callers, and we'll find out what's going on, see if there's any offences there, and if there is, then we'll duly...
If you saw their behaviour, what we've seen, you really wouldn't want them knowing your identity because the way they are.
Yeah.
We've just had verbal abuse from a member of staff.
It's what, 5, 6 times, 5 of them.
They've chosen to lock their doors and lock their gate. We've remained off the property at all times, doing our journalism. This is the way the guy was chased down here, so we're now retracing the steps for the video. Yeah. You've stopped and we've spoken to you.
Yeah,
but now you've told us they've lied to the police. We're going to go.
But watch how the ICER reacts. He doesn't deny it, he doesn't confirm it, he just shrugs it off with, "It's probably being investigated." Classic police neutrality. But does neutrality here sound more like indifference? Or is it professional restraint until facts are confirmed? That gray area fuels public mistrust. Boom. This is the turning point. The auditors lock in on the officer's words. He practically admits the business exaggerated or lied to trigger a police response. Think about that. In legal terms, knowingly providing false information to police is serious. It's not just shady behavior, it's potentially an offense. And yet, instead of consequences for the business, the focus still circles back to the guys with cameras. This is a textbook example of how narrative control works. Whoever makes the first call, frames the first accusation, usually sets the tone, and everyone else is forced into defense mode.
We're not on there. We've not been on there.
Please don't on the premises because we don't want any further
We don't want it to be aggravated.
But now that I've come and spoken to you, I know why you're here. I'll update the log, and then that's the end of that.
Yep.
Obviously, if we go back on, they're going to look at, it could possibly...
We've not been on.
We look at aggravated trespass, but we haven't even been inside.
Yeah, and I appreciate it.
We don't want to go down those criminal routes. We're not here for that.
You seem fair.
Yeah.
You've stopped and spoken to me, you've explained things to me, I'm happy with that.
Can I say something to you, right? Us 5 are really nice guys. As soon as we got here, this meathead came out with tattoos on his neck and started swearing and abusing us, and we've not even done anything.
Right,
I personally have not even spoken to anyone. Me and my friend walked around the side of a building on the main road, and we were filming. And all we did was look over the wall, and he came to the back door and started swearing at us again.
Okay, and are you going to report that, or what
if you're asking to see the public order offence, then I'm willing to show you, because we've not made a big deal out of this. But if you're asking to see it,
me personally, I'm not asked about reporting any because it's pathetic. You know, it's just. But he'll show you anyway.
Let's just make it play because it's doing some sort of fast forward at the moment. It was around here, we got We've got the sound.
The lights for 5 on the cameras.
I'll just get some volume and I'll show you.
I said one guy.
Yeah, but they've made a false call.
What they said?
Well, they said we were,
It's a bunch of...
This breakdown from the auditors is razor sharp. They expose the trick. If you just call about guys filming, police won't come. But if you sprinkle in obstruction or threat, suddenly the cavalry shows up. It's a loophole that manipulates the system, turning ordinary citizens into suspects with a single phone call. Imagine the power imbalance. A business with phones, staff, and a stake in controlling the narrative, versus a handful of guys with cameras trying to document the truth. One side has the system on speed dial, the other only has evidence after the fact. Who really holds the power here? Notice the officer's subtle pivot here.
I'm going to go over and have a conversation with them, get their side of the story. I will educate them on public order offences. If you wish to report this incident, that's entirely up to you. You're well entitled to. You've got evidence there, albeit you can't really hear what's been said, but there is, if you can get a better sound quality, if you can get it on a laptop or something like that, that's your evidence. You can give it to the police. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do with that. I will go and speak to them.
But you can see where we're coming from here. We're doing some journalism, remaining off their site. They're the ones that are being the aggressors to us.
And now you've shown me the video.
So
I've spoken to you.
For them to then spin it round and say we're obstructing the...
He warns the auditors that if they return and there's altercation, they might be removed for breach of peace. On the surface, that sounds reasonable. Policing is about prevention. But here's the twist. The auditors haven't caused the altercation. The aggression, by their account, came from the business, locking gates, hurling abuse, even chasing people before. Yet it's the camera holders being cautioned. This is what's often called guilt by presence. The people documenting are treated as the threat, simply because they're the visible variable in the equation. And now the auditors drop another bombshell. As soon as they arrived, they claim a staff member with tattoos charged at...
If they invited us in and wanted to turn it around and have a positive interaction with us, that would have been very welcome.
I can't speak on their behalf.
That bridge has been burnt.
For me, really, if I could have just given you a quick statement, something like, probably would have been better. Just a quick comment on it.
2-minute statement.
Like I said, I can't speak on their behalf. I will go and have a conversation with them and see what their side of the story, why they've called the police. Like I said, I'm satisfied that you're all nice guys.
Definitely no malice.
There's no malice at all. You're having a conversation. You've spoken to me, you've engaged with me. That's all we want. I'll speak to the call operator, get this log written off, and I'm going to have a conversation with them. Okay?
So can you just one thing, because they mentioned obstruction, and they actually closed the gates, and we actually said we're not coming on. Leave the gates open. So they chose to show.
Look, like I said, I can't speak on their behalf. Maybe they thought you might have been working on there and the gate. I don't know, but I will go and have a conversation.
I don't want to interrupt, sorry. Are you going to come back out and speak to us and let us know what we said?
What I can do is, if you give me your number,
you don't have to
give you a call. Are you going to be over here or around here? I'll go speak to them and I'll
probably come over. We're going to come over.
It'd just be nice to know.
Would you prefer me to come and have a conversation with you?
It's up to you.
I am happy.
Did you get that cab number?
Get the log number.
The log number is...
The reason I'm asking for cab number is because we've seen a couple of police vans drive past looking at us funny, and we don't know if you've come off your own back or if they've actually reported.
No, I was literally coming back from that way, and then I just got...
So
the log
come
through at 11:33, and I stopped you 10-15 minutes ago, so...
Are you allowed to give us that
cab number?
You can have the log number, It's 1628 of today's date.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So our intentions now, we're going to go to that fence, see where the guy was chased over the fence.
Swore at them, and escalated things instantly, before a single word was even exchanged. This paints the business in a very different light, doesn't it? Aggressive staff, locked gates, false police reports. It raises the question, who's really disrupting peace here? The guys filming quietly on public land, or the employees panicking and retaliating at every turn? This part makes you wonder, if cameras weren't rolling, whose version of events would the world believe? So, what have we learned? A false police report can flip a peaceful situation into a near criminal confrontation. The auditors claim they were simply documenting, the business countered with exaggerations, and the police, caught in the middle, ended up.
There's obviously a bit of an industrial estate.
Yeah,
so
it's open to the public.
Just be mindful of where you're stepping. Obviously, the public walkways, that's fine. But if you're going off it, just at least speak to the.
I'm just saying.
Speak to the people.
If anyone asks us to leave, we'll leave.
Yeah, and have a conversation. If any managers come out, if you just explain yourselves to them, they might allow you to maybe go a bit further in or whatever. But, just be mindful. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, at the moment, there's an implied right of access. If anyone comes out who is representing of the estate,
just explain to what you're doing. They'll probably be like, "Oh, fair enough."
We'll probably be all right.
Do you know what I mean? It's when people don't give. It's at the end of that, communication's key, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just explain yourself.
I was only saying that our intentions, because what I was going to say is once we've been down there to see the fence, we're then going to come back, finish the story at the garage. If you are still there and you want to have any final words, then that's our opportunity.
When we finish the story, we'll be standing outside of it, but we're not going to attempt to
go
like
I said, you're free to go anywhere in the public where you want to go.
Cautioning the wrong side. It's a powerful example of how perception, narrative, and authority collide in real life. And it leaves us with tough questions. Should businesses face consequences for fabricating obstruction? Did the police act fairly or simply pragmatically? And what does this mean for citizen journalists exercising their rights? One thing's certain, this isn't just about filming, it's about truth, power, and accountability. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping breakdowns of real-life courtroom and street justice moments.